3, 2, 1.
Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday, April 8th, 2025 meeting of the Long Meadow School Committee. Mass General Law allows for remote participation at public meetings through June 30th, 2027. All votes taken while there is remote participation must be made by roll call vote. This meeting is being recorded and aired live on LCTV. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have no correspondence. We'll skip right ahead to approval of minutes. We have recommended motion.
Have that in front of me.
That one, I think, is the annotated one.
I move that the school committee approve the minutes to the March 25, 2025 school committee meeting as presented.
Thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second. Can I second?
Michaela or Estelle? Oh, there you are. Hold on, I can see your screen turning green, but I did not hear you. Try one more time. Hold on, Michaela, sorry. Can you guys hear us well? Okay. Hold tight. I'm guessing you're saying yes, but for reasons we're not sure of yet, we cannot hear you. Hang on. The owl looks like it's on. They can definitely hear us. Yes, we did.
That was coming out of the owl, right?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Oh, now we're in stereo.
Is it an owl or a parrot?
Check. Michaela, Estelle, could you try one more time?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yay, there you are.
There we go.
Okay. We have a motion on the floor for approval of minutes from March 25th, 2025. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you so much. Sorry for the delay. All right, we have a motion. Any discussion? Seeing none, we'll move to a vote. Zach?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
Estelle?
Yes.
And yes for me as well. We're moving on to public comments. We do not have anyone here. We do not have anyone online, so we'll jump ahead to school committee announcements and recognitions. The only note that I will have for school committee chair report is a reminder that elections are coming up quickly, and anyone who is interested in positions should be sure to pick up papers, nomination papers, by no later than Monday, April 14th. They need to be returned with signatures by no later than Tuesday, April 15th. There are 3 positions open for school committee, 2 positions that are 3-year and 1 position that is a 2-year. Other than that, any other committee members have any recognitions or announcements? Seeing none, we'll head on to other reports. Superintendent report.
Sure. A few items for you tonight from the report in your meeting packet. Nicole Paris-Crowe, our Director of Special Education, completed the Special Education Integrated Monitoring Review with the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. Really thorough review of all aspects of our program. It was essentially an audit by DESE. The results we anticipate in a month or so, and they'll certainly be shared with the school committee and the community. It was a very thorough review. It included interviews with parents, administrators, and teachers as well. So we'll be sure to get back to you on that. We are already planning for extended school year programming for the summer of '25. So we're in the process of putting together staffing and programming for students who need that extended support throughout the summer. Nilda Irizarry, our Director of Student and Family Support, is completing her review of your wellness policy, and we anticipate that she'll bring some proposed revisions forward in a week or two to the policy subcommittee. Cell phone review, just a follow-up to keep the committee up to speed. I've begun meeting with some LHS students in sort of focus group style conversations, shared with them some of the survey feedback that we received, and anticipate gathering some additional parent feedback next week as well. Had a chance to attend the turf feasibility study presentation at the Adult Center last week. It was an interesting report talking about the feasibility of synthetic turf versus grass as the proposed solution to the stadium field. Spirited discussion, some differences of opinion, so we'll see where that goes. In the land of curriculum, Beth Nelson, as a follow-up to Curriculum Sub and as part of her focus on vertical integration, met with some math leadership at the middle and high school level, and they have mapped out some course options, sort of a pathway for students as they progress from middle school math to high school math, and I think it's a helpful planning document. We'll make it available to the community and post it up on the curriculum website, and our counselors will use it as well. I want to thank Dr. Nelson for completing our Student Opportunity Act progress report that was submitted to the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education on March 26th. So that is in response to the Chapter 70 revisions that occurred several years ago. The state requires that we submit a report on how we use the additional Chapter 70 money that was and put into the foundation budgets across the state. Of course, we know that though those Chapter 70 increases were helpful, so much of the increases were chewed up by inflation and other cost pressures for us. So, but that report was submitted on March 26th, and I'll save some comments on the middle school building project for that agenda item later on.
All right, great. Any questions, comments, or feedback on that? All right, we are headed into student representative report. Andrew.
Thank you. So just to start off, a huge shout out to everybody on student council, because as a council we received the National Association of Student Councils Recognition Award, which basically just recognizes the council for fulfilling a bunch of parameters, including community service, different positions on the council, and it's just a huge honor for us to receive, so we're really grateful for that.
Way to go.
Thank you. And then tomorrow, April 9th, the freshman class of 2028 will have a fundraiser at Raising Cane's in Enfield from 5:30 to 9:30. So it would be really helpful if we could have the community come and support the freshman class. Thank you.
Nice. All right, great. Thank you. Additional reports, LPVC.
Nothing terribly substantive, other than we'll be having our annual meeting next week, so I should have something more for us at our next meeting.
All right, great. Thank you. Seal, Michaela.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
So the next seal meeting is Wednesday, April 16th from 6:30 to 8, and it is a coffee and connect meeting. So anyone who wants to come, connect with some families, some administrators that always show up, some school committee members that always show up, and build some meaningful relationships and get some advice. We'll be there at Long Meadow High School in room A31.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. And energy and sustainability, Estelle?
Hi, there was a meeting on March 31st. Nothing significant to report.
All right, great. Thank you. We have no subcommittee reports tonight. Ongoing business, middle school project update?
Sure. We have a public engagement event scheduled for Thursday, April 10th. Looking forward to it. It will be set up as sort of an open forum where there'll be different stations that attendees can visit to learn more about the project. Each station would be sort of an opportunity for folks to meet members of the building committee, the design team, the administrative team. So that's Thursday, April 10th. Credit to our chair, Nicole, for sort of coming up with that concept. I'm looking forward to the interactive nature of that. Tom and I have been engaged in meetings with our design team and their estimators over the last couple of days as they begin to pin down the overall project budget. So those two estimating teams were engaged in reconciliation meetings over the last couple of days, so it was interesting for Tom and I to take part in those meetings and provide feedback whenever necessary. And we're expecting that any bidders who are interested in serving as our construction manager at risk on the project will submit by the deadline on Thursday at 1 o'clock. So things are moving along. We're coming to the end of the schematic design phase of the project. That schematic design and the associated budget will be considered by the building committee at its meeting on April 16th and perhaps voted on April 29th. So some key milestones are coming up for the building project.
All right, looking forward to that event on Thursday evening, 7 PM at Williams Middle School. Hope to
Thank
see a
you.
lot of the
Yep.
community members out for that. All right, we have no other new business, and that brings us to an executive session. Would you like to take that?
I would.
Thank you.
I move that the school committee meet in executive session pursuant to MGL C30A, Section 21A, Purpose 2, to conduct a strategy session in preparation with collective bargaining with units A, B, C, D, E, F, and H, and to hear an LEA grievance.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. I'm going to amend just to say not to reconvene in open session. Can just amend? Okay. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll move to a roll call vote. Zach?
Yes.
Estelle?
Yes.
Michaela?
Yes.
And yes for me as well. Thank you and good evening. We'll see everyone in a few weeks. Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you,
Andrew.
Andrew.